2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final.
Without further ado, let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's it like to compete in this nerve-wracking affair?
Luke, all the players in this field want one thing and one thing only, and that is their Corn Ferry Tour card. It's a massive accomplishment. Let's see how this all shakes out. The top 50 on the leaderboard will get their card.
It's all set up to be a beauty. Let's see how it unfolds. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it?
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut.
And here we are with the third shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
This hole is a par 5.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3 wood, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score to this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Come on, you're better than that. Second shot on the second. Lovely effort that. Playing from 110 yards out.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, that was a safe play. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make.
This is on a stupendous line.
Opportunity to make their par. Steady on. Okay, let's head to the next. Sitting out.
Board, Luke.
Teeing off here at the third hole.
Par 3, measuring 208 yards. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Just 10 feet to the cup here.
Trying to save par here.
Okay, steady now. And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
sitting at a couple over for the day. The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Well, that's a handy shot.
Putting for birdie here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Nicely holed and for par. Now 4 back after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's looking at a nice round number, 180 here. Nice out the rough here.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, so close. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Well, that's a mistake. Tough to leave that short.
It's downhill the entire way, and yet inexplicably comes up short.
Unfortunately, moving down the leaderboard, that's not the direction to be heading. We've arrived at a par 4 hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. It was on a good line.
And the putt drops, but that's back-to-back bogeys now.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Here we have a long par 5.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
getting ready to play their third.
They need to flight this one down into the wind.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Playing within their comfort zone there. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Bit too heavy-handed there. There it is. Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. Oh, just missed. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Not quite the shot he was wanting. Opting for the 6-iron.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
And here we are with the third shot. And here we are with their fourth. And this next putt, it's for bogey. Ouch, that hurts. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. Good putt that. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Luke, this is the spot where you either fail or shine. And I got to say, 9 holes left to put themselves in the top 50 to make it on the Korn Ferry Tour. Failing is definitely an option for this player.
That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Playing their fourth shot. Wow, that almost went in the hole.
Putting for a bogey.
And down it goes. Currently at +9 for the day. Pegging it up on the 11th hole here.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
And he needs this to save par.
Ooh, right by the hole.
In she goes. Let's head to the next.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And unfortunately heading in the wrong direction on the leaderboard after that hole. And now on the tee, coming off a bogey, trying to reclaim some momentum.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
And Henny, What's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
This one should find the rough. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. That was a gallant attempt. Just 3 feet to the cup. Well holed.
Sitting at 12 over for the round.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Time to face a par 4 now.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
That's a heavy lie this player has drawn.
This one's right of the green.
Unable to find the green on this one.
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Time now for the 4th shot.
Ooh, that almost went down.
Putting for bogey here.
Just didn't drop.
The putt drops, and we're moving on.
Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure.
Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals. A converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
And here we are with their 4th. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Welcome to this hole. It's a par 4.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that. Just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Coming up from the bunker.
Wow. What a shot from there. Take your hat off to them.
Our work here is
for the day. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking.
That's not the shot they're after.
Yeah, story of the day for this player is just missed too many greens. You can't afford to do that.
Well, it's a chance still to get up and down if they can hold a monster. Setting up miles from the hole.
Now this one, this is important. This for par.
That's frustrating. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Trying to forget the bogey on the last as they step onto the tee.
dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find the sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Well, Rich, the 17th hole at TPC Boston. I think the most important thing is positioning your tee shot so you can get a clear look at the green here.
A very narrow green, actually bisected in two by Santa Claus's belly, thus the size of it. Find the right level, you have a birdie opportunity.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
And if this can go down, he'll save par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage.
Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston can be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have sixes and sevens.
Handy effort, that one. From about 130 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Oh, my. Yeah, golf clap. Really good. If he makes this, he'll save his par. And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But, Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Korn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
UK Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School final. We're glad to have you with us as we kick off our coverage of this event. I'm Luke Elvey, delighted to be alongside 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem.
Looking forward to the action out on the golf course today, Luke.
Oh, well done.
Time for the second shot into the first.
Pretty good shot there.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Putting for a par here.
Well, that's a nice line. And in it goes for the par.
That's a rock solid par right there.
He's currently tied for 12th. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
Oh, well played. Lining up from about 230 yards here. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Getting ready to play their third. This one heading towards the green. And he's safely on the green. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Here we are at the third.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie twos, but par threes should be had.
Going with the hybrid. That was wonderfully done. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This is outside range for him, 26 feet. He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Looking really good, this one. Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
He's currently tied for third.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The fourth at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
You like that, didn't you? Oh, I thought that one was going in. And this putt to move into a tie for first. Ooh. Just 3 feet to go to the hole. Don't miss this. They can be costly. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. And this putt to move into a tie for second. Oh, so close. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
On a nice line.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Here we are at the 6th hole.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? This one from about 160 yards out. Just 2 shots behind. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Oh, that's a clutch par. He's in a share of 9th place. Ooh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Quality shot, that one. Sitting at 1 under. Currently tied for 9th. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 2 strokes off the lead. This putt for a spot in the top 5. Okay, steady now. Putting for a par now. Yeah, you'll take that. And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. We've reached the 8th hole.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
Fingers crossed for a good kick to the left. That's disappointing.
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
An opportunity to make a par here. That's disappointing. It's just about 3 feet away.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their 2nd shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. Ouch, that hurts. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
So far, so good.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
Even for the day. Opting for the 9-iron. That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par.
How close was that to going down? A par putt awaits. Ooh, nice line. Oh, just missed. Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Time to tee off on the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
This is looking pretty good in the air. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. A bit long on that one. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this one will be for bogey. And it's back-to-back bogeys here. Got to turn this momentum around.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole.
This hole is a par 4, and it's a pretty lengthy one at that.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck. You'll need it.
Tee shot is looking good here. Playing from around 210 yards here.
This one is all over it.
Oh, and just a supremely accurate shot from way out. Right at it.
Wow, what a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Now 5 strokes behind. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Par 4, back up the hill, 447 yards. This is an adventure-filled par 4.
Attaboy, good shot. From around 140 yards here. 5 shots off the pace.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Well, that's beautifully judged.
A birdie putt awaits.
And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Gives a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I've got to say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals. A converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
Ooh, right by the hole. Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole.
And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line. That's incredible. That was bang on target. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
He's currently tied for 8th. We have a par 3 on this one.
Par 3, I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
Going with the 7. Needs to make a move soon. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
Nicely done. And playing this one from around 120 yards out. 3 shots off the lead.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. For the par. He's currently tied for 7th.
Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
No, that's too bad. And this putt for a final score of 68. Just didn't drop. A par putt on the table.
And with that, this player will finish the Q School final and gain a ticket to the Korn Ferry Tour next season. Congratulations to them. Rich and I will certainly be following their career with great interest.
Absolutely, Luke. They have locked down their Korn Ferry Tour card. Keep your eye on this player. They're going places.
Well, that concludes our tournament, and the gap between victory ends up being 3, Rich.
just needed to be a little bit sharper with the irons this week. Overall, they were good, but it was less than spectacular in spots. It's something they're going to need to go back and work on before the next event if they want to finish any better. However, finishing just 3 strokes back, that's got to give them a lot of confidence, a lot of belief in their game at the moment.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.